What's up, YouTube? Yada here from Team Knightmare, and I'm going to be sharing my opinions, my suggestions on the Bluish Flame Liberator deck, from what I've seen thus far, what I theorize, and stuff like that. First, I want to get at what Team Knightmare is. Team Knightmare is an IRL team, and we're also sort of trying to be a Vanguard YouTube channel, but we'll see how this goes. Back to Bluish Flame Liberators. I understand what people want the deck to do. I understand how the deck should go. Just some things that I do not agree with that I will be discussing in the video, and I think that's pretty much it. Other than the fact that the Team Knightmare hopefully will be uploading Fridays and Saturdays, but we'll just be spitting out videos whenever we can. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Starting Vanguard, Flame Passion Liberator, Guido. There's a couple of things that I do like about the starting Vanguard. Other than the fact that his skill allows you to superior call a unit and then shuffle your deck again, thus speeding up how quickly you can end the game and stuff like that. I do love that you can run multiples of this card. I only run 2 in my Bluish Flame Liberator deck, and so far it has helped me out a lot. Other than the fact that Guido needs you to be in Legion to activate a skill, that does not hinder you because most of your deck revolves around you being in Legion. He has a 10k shield, so if you need to, you can drop him and then you can Legion, put him back, and hopefully superior call him for the next card that I will be talking about. But focusing back on Guido, nothing I can say here. Awesome Vanguard, awesome skill, but his attack power is a little bit desired, but this sort of balances out with his skill and how well he focuses with the deck. So Guido, he keeps it. Bluish Flame Liberator, Prominence Glare. Everybody knows what this card does. This is the Vanguard, the Great 3, that did it all. I don't think I really need to go over what this card does because it's been out for a while. Everybody's used it, and it's a pretty viable card no matter what you're going up against, unless you're being terribly outplaced and outplayed. But other than that, I would run this card with Core, because if you're running it with Percival, yeah, when you get Percival's skill off, it's very good, but most of the time you're just using Percival as either Stride Fodder or Explosion Blue. Alright, this is the first in one of the most important Legion pairs. I kinda don't think that I need to go over this, but I will go over Regulation Liberator Agravale, which is the one that's on the left. He has 2 auto skills. His top auto skills that if you have a Vanguard that has Bluish Flame in its card name, this card can be plus 2,000 until the end of that battle. And his second is basically when he's superior called, you Soul Blast 1, I believe, and you check the top 5 cards for a card that has Bluish Flame Liberator, well, Bluish Flame in his name, sorry, and you add it to your hand and shuffle your deck. I agree with this Legion pair because it kinda, it gets there, even if he's not in Legion. And when I say he, I mean Glare. When Glare's not in Legion, you can use his sack effect, summon Liberator, Regulation Liberator Agravale, get his effect, and then keep rolling from there. I do agree with this Legion pair. I was only running the Regulation Liberator Agravale at 2, and then I fell in love with it. I put it at 4 now. So kinda need it. I wish you had like an axe skill that allows you to do things such as both Liberator Agravale, but it's pretty good. I'll rock out with this. 4 and 4. That's what you need. Alright, this Legion pair, I'll run through really quickly because everybody knows what this Legion pair does, and everybody knows what these individual cards do. I personally hate Parsifal. Nothing like against the card in general, it's just that he really does nothing when I'm not in Legion. I do agree with Core, however, even when I'm not using his Legion skill. I can get the ball rolling a lot quicker with Core and Glare rather than Parsifal and Glare. Everybody knows about this card. I literally don't need to go over it. But if I do, when you call him, his auto skill is you kind of blast 1, look at the top 3 cards, and then superior call 1, and then put the rest of the cards at the bottom. That's pretty much what his Legion 8 Parsival does. But Parsival needs you to be in Legion in order to get the top 4 cards and then superior call. I do not like Parsival, but you know, it's whatever, to each his own. Now, in my opinion, Core outranks Parsival on many levels. Now let's go to skill. First we'll start with Bluish Flame Liberator Parsival. His skill is an auto. When this unit is in Legion, look at the top 4 cards of the deck, search up to 1 Liberator and call it, and then return the rest to the bottom of the deck in any order, and when this card attacks Vanguard, you can +2 deck. I mean, I have to be in Legion, so if I'm going up against a deck that likes to play 3-2 game, or a deck that, you know, can strive and stuff, I can Legion, but then again, what else can I do after that? Push for the game? I could, but if the game is like kind of far away, there's no point in me even, you know, trying. Now let's look at Bluish Flame Liberator Prominence Core. When your unit, with the same unit as a unit on your Vanguard, when he's in Legion, that means his Legion mate and himself is placed on the rear guard from your deck. This card gains +3000 and crit until the end of the game. I'm not sure if this stacks. I'll research this to see if it does stack, but his axe skill is the same thing as Prominence Glare. It's good. It's a good effect. This is a very good card. I mean, people are saying that, you know, it's not a bad card, but it's just not good to run both of their deck. I'm like, why not? I'm pretty much going to be using Core for his axe skill anyway, just to get the ball rolling if I'm not, if I'm not superior calling or riding, Lair. Now for my suggested cards. My favorite grade 1 in the Liberator arsenal of all time will have to be Butterfly Liberator. Corderi? Yeah, how to say it, but I just know him as Butterfly Liberator. And his axe skill is really good. While he's in the rear guard, Counterblast 1 to retire this unit, look at the top 3 cards, he has his superior call 1, let's go to the drop zone. That speeds up the deck, that makes Bruno live as fuck all the time. That makes the entire deck move a lot more smoothly. I mean, the entire deck eats up a lot of counterblasts quickly, but that's why we have this grade 2 Taciturn Liberator Glitters. I don't know who came up with these names, but yeah, the grade 2 that stacks. One of your other units is placed on the deck to rear guard. It gains 2000, and the effect that when it hits the Vanguard, you get to choose a card in your damage and unfilter. So as many times as your superior calling with him on board, whether it's successful or not, or whether that superior call lasts in your favor or not, if he goes unchecked, will reset all of your counterblasts, so you're able to use your deck again. Quintet walls. Alright, so in most decks, quintet walls can be seen as viable, but in the case of Gold Paladins and decks like Gold Paladins, especially Liberators, it is not necessarily useful in any way, because with Gold Paladins, especially Liberators, and decks and subclans like Gold Paladins and Liberators, they need their units on board. Not necessarily to help, but just because they need units on board. Most quintet walls aren't even seen play at all, no matter what. And I kind of agree on why. It's a waste of time when it lets you guard with mostly all the units that you need to play with. Now you're shit out of luck, bro. And yeah, contact walls, not necessarily a good thing. Alright, well, that was pretty much my 2 cents on what goes into Bluish Flame Liberators and what I suggest goes in there. This is only like draft 1 or so, but I'll be coming back with more because I love this deck. But Hogan Ramu is really calling my name at the moment. So with everybody from Knightmare, keep your dreams pleasant. Peace.